mix with D.HALL and the People's Show.
Listen, yo.
This is a J. York production. You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People's Show.
This is Travis Scott. 21-7.
You're listening to J. York Productions.
What it do is the baby and we in the mix.
You got it locked with D.HALL on the weekend, baby. Ready? And initiate a J. York production. J. York production. J. York production.
You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People's Show. This is a J. York production.
Facebook family.
Hey, I'm Ashley Braswell, a local comedian from Charlotte.
The announcer Walter Waite.
Hello to everybody. Good evening, afternoon, Sunday, another Sunday. The first and foremost, I want to say hello to everybody. Peter McNealy, see you. Hello to you. Kevin Dehan, thank y'all for coming in. Today we got two shows, man. We got two shows. We got the one right now that we're getting ready to do. And then at 7 o'clock, I'm going to have my fighters on. Jalen Hill, 3-0, with the B. Lee management, and DMC Cannon, Damon Cannon, the brother of James Toney. They all three will be on, and that's at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But first today, we got my man out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, R&B Southern Soul, Mr. McNealy. I don't want to say his first name because I don't want to mess it up, because I be messing up names like crazy. But I thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for coming on today with me, D.HALL. Glad to see y'all, man. It's always be a pleasure to entertain you and bring you the best that we have to come. And we're doing a lot of things. It's 2022, and we are rocking and rolling and got a lot of stuff in store. But before we go any further, I always want to thank my Heavenly Father. If y'all would share the video one time, please. I always like to thank my Heavenly Father for letting me be able to come on today and be alive with you and talking with you and bringing on my guest. DMC Can, there he is. He'll be on this evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have DMC Cannon, B. Lee management, and Jalen Hill, 3-0 professional boxers. We'll be talking with them later on this evening at 7 o'clock. So y'all make sure y'all bring your body, bring your whole crew, and check us out this evening. We're doing two shows today just for you. But let me get into this right here. This video is the work of displaying and of discussion of whatever we may want to talk about. This is an online talk show that educates adult audience. Parental advisory is advised. Some things may not be censored. All lives are not edited for children. Thank y'all so much for coming on today. And it's a wonderful day. It's Sunday. I always call it Super Sunday. It's a God bless Sunday to be here. Thank you for coming in, DMC Canada. We will be talking with them later on at 7 o'clock. We'll be back. We'll take a couple. Liz, what's happening? Way out on the West Coast has just joined us. Liz Tanani. Did I say that right? I tell you, I always mess up the names. Good to see you, lady. We see you. We got your eye. Got my eyes. Well, I got 4 eyes because I got my glasses on, so I got 4 eyes on, and there we go. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you for coming on and joining us and stopping in. Come back because I know a lot of y'all are people that into the box and all that. We have that on at 7 o'clock. That'll be our last show. But today, I always represent my home, my state. Well, my home is Kinston, but my state and Fayetteville, North Carolina, has been good to me. And we got a guest on. He'll be here shortly. We get ready to bring him on. But I want to say happy Sunday to everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for being a part of the show. And it's going to be tremendous tonight. I got 3 guys on tonight, so I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get all these questions in. But we look forward to seeing those. The B Lee Management Incorporated with DMC Can and Jalen Hill, professional boxer. We're going to have all those guys together, and we were talking with them. How was your day? How is your day? And how's it going so far? Have you cooked dinner? I'm just waiting for my guest to pop in here in just a moment. We'll talk a little bit. Hey, Peter McNealy, we love you too, brother. We love you, man. I think you've been rocking with me ever since I started my show, and we have elevated. We have elevated, and we're now doing shows. We're going live and inside of buildings and talking and interviewing people. That's what we're doing now. We're getting better. There's several things that me and J York Productions are doing to talking with different people and moving step by step. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it didn't take it forever to be built. And we're headed in that direction right now. What we're doing, because a lot of places now we're going live. We got cameras, setups, and all that good stuff, and we going live and talking with not just fighters but everybody. That's dealing in the fight game. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what's happening. That's what's happening with us right now. That's what we're doing. Jay is the guy you hear me talk about quite a bit. And Kimberly, how you doing? Kimberly Carmichael just jumped in. Hello to you, Kimberly. How you doing? But yeah, that's what we're doing. Me and Jay, we're moving forward now. We're getting down just like news people, and it takes time. It takes a lot of things to happen. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Tanya McNealy. Hello to you, Tanya. Good to see you. Also, you're here live with me, the one and only D.HALL, the man that you see. I go to different places now. I'm all over the places, and I'm here and there. So, but you're with me right now, and I'm glad to see y'all here. Thank you for coming in, Tanya McNealy. Peter, you know what? You're wonderful. You're just Peter McNealy. You're never going to change, and you're going to be that guy. So I thank you for always coming in. And like I said, DMC Can, Damien, we'll see you tonight, brother. We're going to have a great show tonight to entertain the people and get the people's questions in. And that's what we're going to do. And I thank y'all. I thank the people. I'm over, y'all see me do a little dance in here. Let me explain that to you before my guests come in. Y'all see me post up some stuff in my story. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. And I have people that's over here that comes from TikTok to watch me entertain my people over here with the guests. And so, I'm in both places a little bit, and I work that way. And I thank y'all for understanding that. I like doing what I do. I like entertaining. I like being in front of the camera. As you can see, you dig what I'm saying? So yeah, but St. Patrick Day is coming. Yeah. Okay. Seeing some, you're gonna be what you say? You're gonna seeing some Irish names. Peter, you're Irish, aren't you? Aren't you Irish? I think you are. Yeah. What up? All right. But anyway, we are here waiting on my guest. I guess let me make sure that he's on the right thing there. I'm gonna see here. Sometimes what happens is they get, we'll be behind, a little bit behind schedule. You dig what I'm saying? We'll be a little bit behind the schedule, but we're going to keep rolling along. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep rolling along because that's what we hear. I told you I was going to be here 4 o'clock. And when I tell you I'm going to do it, D.HALL does it. That's for sure. Let me just see if I can reach out and touch him. You know how you reach out and touch somebody. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reach out and touch him, make sure everything is okay. While I'm doing that, I'm talking to you also. So it's a Sunday. We got, boxing is in the air. We done crank back up. You dig what I'm saying? We done crank back up this year. Who you got? Crawford, Spence. Who you got? Talk to me. Let me know who you got right now. Let me know who you got. Crawford or Spence. It did, 'cause, what a fight that is. What is it coming up? April? Is that right? Is that right, Peter? Coming up in April? Yeah, yeah. Um, let me touch with him. Um, I'm touching with my guest right now. Okay, you got to click in, brother. You got to come on in there. Um, hold on, y'all. I got him. I got him right here. Don't go, no doggone well. I got him right here. Okay, something. I think he's hit the wrong button or something. So we're just making sure that he's hit the right button. I think he did. I think he did. I think he did. Yeah, I think I got him. I can, but anyway, let's keep moving on. Give him a few seconds. He'll pop right in here, and I'll bring him on in. But yeah, tonight we'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you know we're gonna have a ball. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a ball, um, and let me hold tight. Let me make a move here. Let me make a move here right quick. There's a lot of things that sometimes the way that it works, it makes it a little difficult for me. Uh, but we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out, and let's go like that. We're gonna do it like this right here. Okay, let's try. Let's try that. Try that, Mister McNealy. Crawford Crawford wins. Crawford beats Spence. That's what McNealy says. Um, you know what? I tell you what, Crawford is. I mean, when you got this guy, I mean, you know, this is like Sugar Ray versus Hearns. Y'all remember that fight? This is what that fight is like to me. Uh, Sugar Ray versus Thomas. What did I say? Sugar Ray versus Thomas Hearns. Yeah. Um. Oh wow. I don't know if this fight's gonna make it to 12 rounds. What do y'all think? Okay, here we go. Let's go. We'll get back to that later on tonight. All right, let's get my man in here. Hello, my friend.
How's it going? How's it going?
Man, everything is going good. Now that we got you in here, everything is going great, man. I said, my man, I said, you know what? Let me do it like this right here. Let me send him that thing because I didn't know what the heck was going on, but we got you. Thank
It's
God.
technology. It's all good.
First and foremost, I want you to tell the people who you are and where you are from.
My name is Rique Mcnealy. I'm originally born and raised in Lawrenceburg, North Carolina. I stay here in the 2-6 now. Retired military, man. I've been singing all my life, man. I started singing right down there in Lawrenceburg, the Bright Hope Way Baptist Church.
There you go. You know what? That's amazing because the church is a big part of what we do and everything that we do because everything comes from God and everything that we do. Wow, man, we're going to talk with you a little bit for the next 30 to 35 minutes. We're going to get a little bit to about your music and everything, but you know what it seems like to me. And I was, just listening to your music on the both sides of it because you into Southern Soul and you into the R&B, but you're very versatile. You're very versatile. Explain to me what that means in your own way, being versatile like that, man, because you can do both sides.
I mean, honestly, being versatile to me is Southern Soul was like the farthest thing in my mind. Let's put that out there.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay.
I have a very soulful voice, so I thought Southern Soul was like just out of my element.
Right.
It wasn't for if it wasn't for Tanya McNeil, who's actually on the live. Hey, Miss Tanya. You know, I never would even tried Southern Soul. I've been
Okay.
doing R&B and hip hop for so long, and I've been paying money out of pocket trying to get on shows and
Yeah.
doing showcases and stuff like that, but it never really opened the door for anything when it came to my music. I did music with Little Rue. I got
Hmm.
songs with Kid, but it still never really opened the door for me when it came to my music. I mean, a lot of people love my music. My single Tonight, I think half of Fayetteville, Laurinburg, everywhere, they know if the song come on, they singing the song. Like they know
Yes.
the words.
Yeah. Yes. 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 And you have. I'm gonna tell you what, man. You have some. I didn't know. I was, because a big shout out to Lakeisha Cooper out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, because
Yeah.
yeah, she actually turned me on to you, and she said you got to hear this guy. And I'm gonna tell you something. Hello to D. James and Tanya McNeil. I did say hello to you. I say hello to everybody that's in here. But your music, I mean, you got a soulful voice, man. I mean, it is awesome how the way that the way that you push it out like that. It is awesome. And I love the music that you have, that I listen to. And I'm gonna learn. I'm new. I'm a rookie. Yeah, I can say that. I'm a rookie to the Southern Soul and learning here in North Carolina. Like I know you probably heard this guy. And we're gonna move on to the y'all bring your questions. Get ready for the questions because he's that's what he's here for. Um, Low Key Country out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Mhm.
Another fantastic guy. And he came on and tremendous. And you and him, North Carolina, we have a lot of singers. We have a lot. We're gonna get into that, but y'all got really stepped the game up. Man, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, North Carolina, I think, back in the day, when it came to North Carolina music, everybody was screaming Petey Pablo. that,
There
uh,
you
that
go.
that's what it was. When it came to North Carolina, stand up, twist around your head like a helicopter. Uh, but when it comes down to it, like you said, I mean, we have a lot of good singers that came out of North Carolina. That the sad part about it is a lot of people don't even know about. They
That's
either
right.
don't know that they're from North Carolina,
That's
or
right.
they just don't know them because we're so we're so spaced out everywhere. Like we're not.
Right.
I really wish the Carolinas was more like how Atlanta and Georgia them are. They're so close knit. You
Mm-hmm.
can be a nobody and be
Mm.
somebody in that city because
Right.
they just spread the word. So, I'm glad to be one of the faces coming out of North Carolina that's just trying to put the state on, put the area on. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody know that, like, we first of all, North Carolina birthed some of the greatest
Oh
anything.
yes. Oh yeah. Oh
Me,
yeah.
my family's Zamir White, shout out to Zamir White Zeus. You know what I'm saying? Down there in Georgia playing football, he just
Yeah.
blew it up in the combine. You know what I'm saying? Holly Taylor.
There
Like
you go.
I said, all sports, football, basketball, baseball, music.
Oh.
Shout out to
Yep.
J. Cole and Moray. So we're doing a lot of things in Carolina when it comes to music. I just really wish we were more close knit to where it's
Nick.
like we
Yeah.
the
That's a,
it's bad. Like one of my friends, Buster Brown, said today, the front runners have become what society calls the ops, which is like your opponent. When it shouldn't be that, you should be reaching out and trying to go up with everybody else, putting everybody together. Because if you
mm-hmm.
have, just like you, D.HALL, you have a very good known platform. So there's no need if we're in the same boat. If I'm doing the same thing, or if
Thing.
you're trying to, there's no need for me to downplay what you have going on. If you got 1 million followers and I only got 100, why am I going to be mad at you? I
That's
need
right.
to share yours because if you share 9 one time, it might hit all 1 million of your followers. But
Exactly.
that's how the Carolinas is, and it's sad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at some point, maybe we'll get the opportunity or get the hint that hey, we got to work together because working against each other ain't working.
That's right, and you really made some points in there. Working together is a big thing now, and everybody should work together. But for whatever reason, we don't, and I never understood that because it's like me, man. We have in my show, and me and Jay, we work together, and we don't agree on everything, but we gotta we got a goal in mind. That's what it is. We got a goal in mind.
Hmm.
And we stick with that goal. Hello, Ronald Hughley, DJ Ninja is in the house. I had him on 4 or 5 months ago, and glad to see him. He's out of Memphis, Tennessee. Hello to you. Um, how did you? We started somewhere. How did you start in the music? Where did it come from? How did you start? How did you begin your journey uh, on the road to success?
Music started, like I said, music started with me. It started with back home. Like like I said, I'm from Scotland County, Laurinburg, North Carolina.
Hmm.
Um, I grew up in the church, and my whole family. Hey, Lolita, I just seen my cousin log in. Hey,
Hey,
my whole family, we all sing. Like that's what we do. Like
right,
everybody in the family sings. We have one of the biggest youth choirs, one of the biggest young adult choirs down in Bright Hope. We actually, they used to have Deborah Breeden, and them, a lot of them, and Stephanie Bostic. Like they had some of the biggest choirs come out of Laurinburg. Like
right.
we had our pastor at the time was pastor down at Bright Hope was Garland Pierce, and they had a adult choir called GP, and that was
Okay.
when Franklin had GP going real hard. And so they actually used to go out and sing like a Carol Winds and stuff like that. I mean, so
Mhm.
my music career started at a young age. I
Right.
mean, I wish my brothers and my dad and them was in here. They can tell you, man, D.HALL, I got my butt whooped. I'm talking about whooped for singing. I mean, I'd be in the back seat of the car, just something on the radio. I'm singing it, and I'm
Just
talking
singing that song.
over the radio. My dad would be like, "John, will you shut up?" And I'm like, "Okay." I'll be quiet for a minute, start back singing. My daddy has pulled a car on the side of the road and whooped my tail for singing in the car.
Wow.
I get in crying and be back there humming. I can't.
Mm.
I couldn't stop.
Well, God gives everybody a talent, and you have that talent. And as I listen to your music, and I mean, you're just soulful. You're just so soulful. I mean, it's just like, and people, y'all gotta listen. I mean, just listen to where he comes from. It's like you're coming from the stomach all the way through up to your mouth, man. I mean, I just was amazed. I was like, wow, Keisha Cooper, I appreciate you.
I met actually the crazy part about it is I met Keisha hit me up about you after my first Southern Soul show. Miss
Right,
Tanya asked me to get on Southern Soul show when Big Pokey came down here to the end zone. And
right.
all I had was R&B music. And I said, well, it's Southern Soul, that's going to be a different crowd. So I got online and I talked to one of my brothers. My brother's like one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to my music. He's my
Yeah.
older brothers. And he's been doing music for a minute. He's been on the Ebony tour with Dougie Fresh and all kind of stuff. And I said, bro, what you think about Southern Soul? And he was like, bro, you can do anything. He was like, but that's the wave. People like, that's what's moving. He said,
Right.
well, go ahead and write. So I told him this time, I said, well, I got tonight, so I'm gonna do tonight, but I'm gonna try to write me 2 Southern Soul songs just for this show.
Just for this show.
See, when I tell you I feel like it was the hardest thing in the world. And I think it was because I was overthinking it. I'm like, when I listen to Southern Soul, it sounds like music that everybody's mama, grandma, and them can listen to. And when I listen to my R&B, I'm like, it's so different.
Yeah.
But Southern Soul came so easy to me.
Hmm.
When I started writing, when I actually got out of my own head and started writing, I was
Hmm.
like, where has this been all my life? Like, what?
I know that's right. I know that's right. I want to say hello to Myron Freeman. Thank you for coming on. Jonathan Powell, shouting the people out.
DJ
Uh,
Swoop, hey, DJ Swoop is making
is
Southern
he?
Soul is gonna get big in Carolina. DJ Swoop got
Okay, DJ Swoop. Okay, DJ Swoop. Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. I got you, brother.
it.
Uh,
Southern Soul Radio, y'all better tune in.
is that Myth? What's that Myth? Is that your wife, Carlita?
Yeah,
Carlita?
that's my wife, that's my baby there.
All right now. Hello to you. I don't want to, not speak to everybody. Hello to you. Good to see you. Support. That's what it's about too, brother. It's about support. Peter McNealy. Peter McNealy is he fought Mike Tyson in, I think it was 1995 or 96. Peter, correct me on that. But he fought Mike Tyson when Mike Tyson made his comeback. And he gave a hell of a show. So I want to shout him out. He's watching also.
Peter
Um,
McNeely, he got the 2 E's in it.
yeah, the two E's in it. Peter McNealy.
Hey, man, I know I ain't want to mess up the interview, but Peter, do you have Irish descent? Because if you do, we might be some kin. Because when we came over the I side, they switched the E over to the A. So I'm just saying, just putting it out there because we got the Irish descent in us. So just
I got you. I got you.
yeah.
All right. Moving right along. We yeah, well, I've said hello to your wife. So thank you for saying she said hello back. Move right along. Everybody's got somebody that inspired them. Who inspired you and why?
When it comes to music, my biggest inspirations when it comes to music, are two individuals, and I like the old school. Don't get me wrong. I love the Marvin Gaye's and the all the older heads. That's my music. But
Right.
when it came down to my era, the two people that I looked up to the most were
Mm-hmm.
were Teddy Payne, which is T Pain,
T-Pain.
and Life Jennings.
Okay.
Those were like my two go tos when it came to music because their type of music at that time, especially when I started out, when singing everywhere. Anywhere I went, somebody asked me to sing, I was singing a Life Jennings song. It didn't matter what it was. Like you asked me to sing, I'm singing Life Jennings all day.
Okay. Okay. Great. Um, Look, we were just talking about the artists that come out of North Carolina. I'm just going to name a few because a lot of people that's joining us right now, maybe Peter didn't know, some of the other people didn't know, but we have a tremendous background of artists that come out of here and steady come out of here. And I'm just going to name a few of them at this particular time. Fantasia,
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole, Casey and JoJo. They, Sunshine Anderson, Petey Pablo, of course, the baby, Gerald Austin, of the Manhattans. Now, that's something that I did not know. And he's right out of Henderson, North Carolina. And a lot of people didn't know that. So you have to educate yourself on this music because North Carolina has tremendous music. And then there's and not only just in the black side, but also in the white side of music. We have some people here, but I'm just dealing with the the people the black side right now because have you ever met any of these people that I'm talking
Um,
about?
I met a couple. So I met Petey Pablo before. I actually recorded at Fantasia's daddy's house in Charlotte.
Oh
And another
wow.
person that's put on for the Carolinas that you missed out is Anthony Hamilton and the Hamiltons.
What the Hamilton? Yes, you're correct.
Me and Vito used to sing together all the time when I lived in Charlotte. Actually, one of my best friends, his sister used to date what's his name, the one that plays the guitar for the Hamiltons. Uh,
Okay.
they were dating, actually were engaged and everything. So I met a couple of those Carolina people. I met Fantasia, of course. Fantasia is actually her aunt, which was like her godmom, was actually my uncle used to date. They were engaged, married. One of the people they were together, put it like that.
You got a question? I got a question. I think this is coming from your wife. Well, it's not a question. She says, Uh, where can we find your? Well, it is a question. Where can we find your music at? She wants to get it out there right now.
You can find my music at unitedmasters.com/Jariquez. It's Jariquez. You can find me on every music streaming platform:
There you go.
YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. If you brave enough, you can get on TikTok. I got
Yeah,
songs in
TikTok.
there. Um,
Wow. Yeah, TikTok's is smoking, man. That's
yeah,
it's hot.
I'm trying to get on the bandwagon because everybody is talking about TikTok, and I'm
TikTok. I'm on there. I'm telling you, it is. Boy, you want to? It is smoking hot over there, brother. I'm
yeah.
telling you.
So if you just type my name in Jariquez,
You over there?
probably
Okay.
gonna find some old army what is it, music showcases when I was in the army. When
Okay.
I performed down at Fort Bliss for the Fort Bliss Got Talent. I got some everything on it. You might find an old football video on there playing
Oh,
around.
wonderful. Hey, I look at football too. Um, what to you, in your mind, and what makes a great artist to you? Whether he's on the Southern Soul, artist is an artist, but what makes him great? Let me put it like that.
To me, one of the biggest things to me that makes a great artist is humility.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be one of the best at not even just art, you can be one of the best at whatever you do. If
Mm-hmm.
you're not humble enough to allow doors to be open and people to invite you to the table, you're
Mm-hmm.
never going to make it. Because when it comes down to music, and just like it is with pretty much anyway, it's not always about what you know or how good you are. It's about who you know and how they feel about
Exactly.
you. So
Exactly.
that's number one, first and foremost. Number two is not forgetting where you come from.
100.
And a lot of people think, and I say that's number two, is because for you to be able to succeed and get doors open up for you and go out there, people have to realize, and God has to realize that when I flood you and I open the floodgates, that you're just not going to act a donkey and just act like you got there on your own. Number one.
There you go.
Number two is you forget the little people, the people that help build you and bring you where you were.
That's right.
So that to me is the number two. So like I said, staying humble. Number two, not forgetting where you come from. And then number three for me is just grind, just putting in the effort. You can have the best quality of music, the best product, but if your grind's not there, meaning if you're not willing to go out here and have sleepless nights, then how are you going to make it? What's his name? What's the guy's name that does the motivational speaking? What is his name?
Is he a pastor?
No, he's not a pastor. He go. I can't remember what that guy's name is to save my life. But he said something very powerful one day. He was like, you gotta want success more than you want to breathe. And that's just the thing for me, is that you got to be able to want this thing to where it's like sleep doesn't matter. You can sleep when you're dead, and a lot of times a lot of people is like, well, I got here and I'm out here grinding. I'm out here in these streets. Okay, out here in the streets, but are you networking? Are you putting out flyers? Or are you willing to put in the work? This ain't a 9 to 5 thing. Like you can't.
It's not. It's not.
A set schedule on it.
Yeah, it's not. And you're correct.
You got to be willing. Like me and my wife, I love her to death. Me and my wife bump heads all the time because my wife is a straightforward, business-minded individual, and I love it. And she's a no-nonsense individual on the same time. I tell her sometimes, it's like there's certain avenues, certain doors that's going to open up for us, and these people have the opportunity to take us somewhere. They might not be on time. They might start their show an hour late. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Right.
And she's like, well, we were here an hour early. They need to be on time. And I'm like, baby, it's cool. Don't get so much stuck up on the technicality, because I get what you're saying, and that's why we know how to run our business and not do that. But at the same time, we still got to sit here and wait, because you never know who might walk in this door.
That's correct.
Being an hour late.
And it's called patience. That's called patience. That's what they're called. We got some. I got a question in here. Myron Freeman said, "Preach, sir." Peter McNealy says, "Got to be humble. Thank God for turning me on to the People's Show." And I'm glad that Peter's been rocking with me so long. God knows he has, and I'm tremendous guy. And he's just a normal person, and he I appreciate him. Your wife says, what do you feel like the music industry is missing, and what do you feel like you have? I guess that would be, and do you feel like you have it? Okay, I got you. What do you feel like the music industry is missing, and do you have it?
The music industry, I'm gonna be honest with you, is missing a lot. Last night I went to the No Cap comedy show. And one of the guys up there was talking about one of the comedians said, the music industry is missing R&B. He said music period. He was like, just life in general is missing R&B. Back in the day, R&B meant something. Back in the day, no matter what you were feeling, whether you were sad, upset, your daddy cheated on your mom, or your mama cheated on your daddy, or bills was piled up, it don't matter. It was an R&B song about it, or it was either a song about it, or there was a song that you could play and go clean and sweep the floor and clean up, or go around the house and sit back and drink whether you want to, or smoke a cigar, whatever the case may be. But it took you out of that mood. It fit the mood, it talked directly how you felt, or there was a song that took you out of that mood.
Right.
There's no real R&B nowadays. Everything is what I call is watered down iced tea. That's pretty much what it is. And I don't really want to blame the music industry, because one thing that we as people have to understand is that music industry is, number one, a business.
Yes, it is.
So they are in it to make money. It doesn't matter if I have the best voice, I got the best songs, or whatever the case may be. If there's 5,000 people and 5,000 people want to hear and that's where their money's going to be at, it doesn't matter if the heads of the company love my music. If I'm not going to make them no money, it's no shade on their part. It's like, we love your music, we just ain't got no avenue for you.
Right.
So that's what it is that I think that we got so lost in how society was back in the day, to where music meant something, to where now is that you got to think about it. You got babies raising babies. And so you got babies that are coming into this world with it being the way it is, with the crime, the gang, the drugs, and the music era that it's in. They're born in this area. They don't know anything about that back in the day area when you wanted to go fire up the grill or go to the skate ring, go skate around and just have a good time. They don't know about that. The adults nowadays that actually have kids, they're born in this late 90s, early 2000s era, so they don't know anything about that.
Right.
So that's really what the music industry is missing. It's missing R&B. And they consider the RIP to Mo3. They consider the Mo3s and the Young Blues and the Tootsies and that mumble rap, that melodic rap is what I call it. Melodic rap. That's not R&B. I mean, everybody got mad at T-Pain for using autotune when T-Pain can sing. I don't know if you ever heard T-Pain actually sing. The brother can sing. I've heard him face to face, like right there. He can sing his butt off. He autotune. That was just what he used to help build his career. That was the that made him time.
Yeah.
So,
and that was like an extra thing.
And then now you got these guys that are actually acting like the music they're doing is R&B when it's actually melodic rap, but all of them got autotune on, because half of them can't sing.
Okay. I want to say hello to some people that are joining us now, and I thank them for coming in, checking you out. I want to say hello to Alicia. I thank her for coming in. And I think it's your wife she said, true statement, the people drive the industry. Jonathan Powell, I want to say hello to you too also, sir. He says, amen. We need more stages for R&B and Southern soul. That's what he said. Peter McNealy says, "Oh, I think I said they got to be humble and thank God for tuning me onto the People's Show, into the People's Show." But here, look, there's a lot of people there's so many artists, there's so many females singing artists, there's so many male singing artists. Who would you like to collaborate with?
That's crazy. Me and my wife talked about this yesterday. Some of the producers that I actually would like to collab with or work with would be, number one, T-Pain.
Right.
Missy Elliott, of course.
Okay.
Timberland. I would love to work with CeeLo Green.
Okay.
And Pharrell Williams. Pharrell just has a different style of music. Anything he touches golden. So I would love to work with him. It's a lot of big name artists that I would like to work with.
Right.
But they're not so much to where it's like, I'm not one of those guys where it's like, when it comes to music, I just jump out like, let's say like Beyonce and Jay-Z. I love Beyonce. I would love to do a song with Beyonce. Would Beyonce be my first choice to say if I had an opportunity to get a feature on? No, she wouldn't.
Right.
Either with Jay-Z. I would definitely love to do a feature with J. Cole. Just because he's from up here at the Ville. But I mean, a lot of those artists, a lot of those big stream artists, they don't. They're good, but when it comes down to my voice, I know how my voice is, and I know
Right. Yeah.
the area that I like to go in. So it's like I really wouldn't so much jump on every mainstream artist like that. Now, there's a couple of reggae artists,
Right.
Southern
Reggae.
soul artists that I would definitely like to deal with.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Because like I said, I have music. I have a song called "Tie Me Down." It has a reggae feel. I got about 3 female reggae artists I can think of off the top of my head: Spice, Cincy, um, Linnell. A couple of them that I would love to.
Okay.
I would choose them over on that song before I jump on and try to get a Jay-Z or Beyonce on a song, just
Right.
because that song will move faster.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Peter McNealy says, look at Ray Charles, who came from the same music style.
Yep.
Yeah, same music style. Um, you got McNealy Entertainment. What
Yep.
does it consist of? What is that?
McNealy Entertainment, it consists of I have McNealy Music,
Okay.
which is where I do pretty much most of my music and everything else. I
Mhm.
actually was going to school for film, so I have my McNealy film for like shooting like little music videos. Shout out to 4K Keem. 4K Keem is the man behind the camera for pretty much everything I do. Like, so if you see any of my footage, whether it be shows or anything like that, he shot it.
Okay.
um,
Okay. Okay.
so we just and I on spare time I DJ karaoke, stuff like that. And so we pretty much we try to dabble ourselves in the entertainment and all the way around with it. Like I said, music, film, party shows,
Okay.
karaoke.
You're a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we try to do
Great.
it all. And
Great.
and the thing about it, the cool thing about it is with us doing that, we're not the only ones involved.
Right.
Like I said, shout out to 8 Day Entertainment with DJ Smoke. DJ Smoke was one of the first DJs that ever played one of my songs, period. And he used to tag team when I do karaoke, he would come out and DJ with me.
Mhm.
So like I said, we just cover all the bases. We try to cover every platform when it comes to entertainment, because music is life for me. This is what I do 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So I love music at that point. And my wife was like, well, if that's what we're going to be doing, that's what we're going to put our money. You might as well go ahead and make it legal. So that way, you know how to benefit from it. And you know
Mhm.
how when it comes down to having your own LLC and your own business, you try
Right.
to make sure you can cover it on the back end.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a
So
business, and you want to protect your business, and you do the correct things to make that happen. And that's what we do here the same way. With me and J York Productions and D.HALL People Show, we protect our business, and because it's a business, and that's what it is.
mhm.
Um, let's see here. Uh, book. Okay. Miss McNealy says DJ Smoke, Eighth Day Entertainment, Jack Pratt.
That's him all day. Exactly. Man, that's my ace in the hole. That's my ace boom coon. Before DJ Smoke, DJ Swoop. Before I met DJ Swoop, the only DJ besides DJ Yoda up here in Fayetteville, but the only DJ that I actually ever worked with when it came time to playing my music and having shows and performing like that was DJ Smoke, Jack
DJ
Pratt.
Smoke.
I
Okay.
mean, he had it. Like, I can call him right now. I say, Jack, I got a show. Where's it? In my backyard. You busy? He on his way.
Good.
He's
Good.
on his way
Good. Good.
because he believes in my music that much. If he ain't got nothing going on, him and his wife are in the car on the way to wherever.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. That's awesome when people believe in you like that. What is your ultimate goal
My
in the music?
ultimate goal is to let what I consider a pleasure, a joy, a love, a hobby of mine be able to carry on. First of all, to be able to make good music so it has a lasting stand in life, meaning that from years now when my kids get my age or older, that my
Mhm.
music still has a point, that it's still relevant. Number two is I want to be able to have this as a career, and not look at it as a career, meaning
Mhm.
that I want to be able to financially gain from my music without feeling like I'm forced to do music. Um,
Right.
one of the biggest things that a lot of artists get bummed out and they fall off the face of the earth because they start doing music and music becomes something that they have to do.
Mhm.
Um, I don't want it to be something that I feel like I have to do. Granted, if I have a show, I got to do a show. You know,
Right.
I have
Right.
on tour, I have to do tour. But
Hmm.
because I love it so much and it comes natural, it doesn't feel like that's something that I have to do. It's something that I love and enjoy doing.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Um.
Like my daughters even singing. I actually recorded a song for my daughters. I wrote a song for them. It's called "I Love the Skin I'm In."
Okay.
And
Great.
they're just
Great.
talking about their melanated skin. But it's it was a great thing to just have them in my studio and just
Right.
let them get on the microphone. And I mean, they shocked me because I was like, wow. I felt like I was Kurt Franklin because I'm on the background, like like singing in the
Yeah.
background, just hyping
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
But so
Okay.
I want my music to be able to just carry on and people down the road, years down the road, be like, y'all remember when Jarica dropped that song tonight, or y'all remember when Jarica made that song Cougar Candy, and the songs are still relevant till this day.
Relevant today. Yeah.
Cougar
Yeah.
Candy is gonna blow up. I promise you. That was my first Southern Soul single. It's gonna take off.
Right. Well, it's just like, and you're saying that, and we're going to move further on. We're going to get ready soon to shut it down here. But it's just like with Next, the group Next. They sing the song called "Wifey." That song it still sounds it's just like a universal song. It never dies. It
Right.
never goes anywhere. It's still going. Next, and they're probably still making money off of it. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's just a song that always everybody loves.
Mhm.
"Wifey." And that's one of the songs, and that's what you're saying. You're saying the same way. You want that song to continue
Mhm.
to go far as it can go, as long as it can go. I got you on that, brother. We'll touch a little bit about Southern Soul. Um, is anybody there that you really would like to, you know, sing a song with, or be, in the Southern Soul section? We
I,
talked about the R&B.
I definitely got to get a song with Big Pokey. I actually got a song that I'm writing now. I actually reached out to some of the people that got to get up with them. But I got to do a song with Big Pokey. Shout out to Miss Brown Sugar.
Hmm.
She has Spin the Night Bag and Sneaky Link. Definitely got ready to get her on the song.
Okay.
Um, Jeter Jones, the King of Trail Riding Blues. Man, I got to. It would be right. Like to me, it really wouldn't be right for me not to do a song with Jeter Jones.
Right, right. I
And
got you.
probably
Got you.
the other one that would stick out the top of my head. A lot of people know who King George is. Actually, with train gonna keep on rolling. This train gonna keep
Keep
on.
on rolling. Yeah,
Shout out
they
to
take it.
King George. He just had a birthday the other day, so happy belated birthday, brother. He's out there on the road with DJ Trucker.
Right.
They out there getting it in, man, pretty much every night. I would definitely like to do a song with him because I haven't sung with George in a not necessarily you can sing with him, but in the same building with George since God, it's been over 15, 16 years when we were doing quartet music.
Okay. Okay.
In
Got you.
South
Got you.
Carolina.
Okay. Yeah, we just want to touch a little bit on that because I know you're into that, and and I am too. I've got a lot of matter of fact. I was talking to James. Was it James Rakim out of Rock Hill, South Carolina? Another Southern soul singer. He's going to be on there with the King. Was it King George? Is it King
Mhm.
George? Yeah. They're doing the concert down there somewhere. But anyway, let's back to you. We're gonna soon close it out here. Man, you got a lot of songs. How many songs you got out? You got quite a few songs.
Uh, Out.
You got to think about that thing. Huh?
Well, and the reason why I say that is because so I have R&B songs that I actually have out.
Okay.
I have about three, I think. Yeah, three or four. Southern Soul songs, I actually only have Cougar Candy, which I
Cougar
would
Candy.
on
Okay.
Valentine's Day.
Right.
But if you on SoundCloud, my whole EP, which I have hard copies, I have it. I'm actually getting ready to upload it to the streaming platforms.
Okay.
But it's that's like 6 songs by itself. I actually had hard copies of that, so a lot of people know those songs. Um,
Okay. Okay.
and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
one of my favorite all-time favorite Southern Soul songs that I made was actually one of the first Southern Soul song I ever wrote, Brown Liquor, Red Bull, and Honey. And
Right.
I actually have footage of that on YouTube. I'm actually getting ready to release that song
Okay.
soon when I actually get that project out. But and Brown Liquor, Red Bull, Honey, I thought that was actually going to be my single. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought that was the one that was going to take me out of here. But Cougar Candy came and it just was so catchy to me, and I was like, I got to do something with this, and so that's what I said. I'm gonna push it. So you know, those so about
Okay.
probably on the streaming platforms, I probably got about right at about six, maybe 5 to 6 songs that's actually out.
Okay. Does that actually great? That's still good. You know what I'm saying? That's still good. I love your
Man.
music.
Tell them they want to hear the rest of them Southern Souls on March 26th. I will be at End Zone Social Venue in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That's on Riley Road.
Oh,
I think it's 584 South Riley Road.
oh, you will? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
sir. I'll be. They got Obi Buchanan out there. DJ Swoop, DJ Swoop, Jonathan Powell. He's
Okay.
actually the one putting that show on. So
Okay.
make sure y'all come out there on the 26th and come rock out with your boy.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Y'all heard at the 26th, man, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It was End Zone, you say?
Yep. Yeah, I think it's
Okay, great.
584 South Riley Road.
Okay, great, great. D Jay York is saying, yeah, Jay, I should be beaming into the personal page. Jay York is the your production manager of my show and everything. Saying I wasn't beaming into the personal page, but I think that I am because I got all green lights over here. But anyway, um, like I said, you got some great music. I listen to your music, man. And for those that don't know about him, you need to check him out, man. You need to go and listen to his music. He's got it from the soul. He's got it from the soul. And I listen to music and I hear it. I like the one with the cougar. Was it Cougar?
Cougar
Cougar?
Candy.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one. And you're an awesome guy, man. And I appreciate you coming on my show and talking about your music and talking about the things that you're moving forward. And your wife was up here. I appreciate her for coming on, and all the people from Tanya McNeil to Peter McNeely, Alicia. I thank everybody for coming on here. But before we get out of here, I want you to tell me, what does the D.HALL People Show and J York Production mean to you?
The D.HALL People Show and J York Production. Man, you guys mean a lot to me. Believe it or not, this is actually my first ever like streaming interview. So just being able to open the door for me to be able to tackle something that I've never tackled before. I kudos to you guys. I thank God for you guys. But you also you mean a lot to me and the people, because you guys don't just talk about music. You bring us every aspect of anything entertainment, real life excitement, and I love it because it's our people for our people, not just for our people,
Right.
but our people that's educating and entertaining and giving back to our people, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate
y'all keep doing what y'all doing and keep your head high. Hey, the sky's the limit and the doors are opening up for you guys. I know you already see it, so
Yes, sir.
you
Yes,
already
sir.
know there's even more blessings coming your way. And when
Yes,
I
sir.
make it to the top, I'm definitely gonna let y'all know, so they won't do y'all like you did when we went to the fight the other week.
Oh yeah, you see that?
Let them in. They in with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy, man. We signed in Fayetteville, and we come. All we want to do is just get some interviews, and me and Jay, and it was just a mess. But we stayed there, and we did an outside interview, and so it was cool. Me by myself, I was just talking, but
I think DJ Smoke said he just joined the live or something. I think.
oh,
Jack
okay,
Crack
okay.
in there.
Is he in here?
I don't know.
Is he? Is he? Okay, DJ Smoke. But shout out to your brother.
Jack Pratt. He should have been Jack Pratt that popped up in there. He might be in there.
Let me
If
see.
he in there, tell him I said, "What's up?"
Yeah, is that Jack Pratt? Yeah, he said, yeah, that's him. Jack Pratt. There he is right there.
Tell him I said, "What's up? What's up, Jack?" DJ
What's
Smoke.
happening?
Entertainment, baby. Hey, if y'all need a good old DJ down here in Fayetteville, y'all better hit up Jack Pratt.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Look, man, we got to go. We thank you so much for coming on. I thank the people, and I thank you, your wife, and whomever else is associated with you. And Mr. Pratt, I thank you for you got in here a little late, but we're shouting you out right now. And J York Productions, my guy, my manager, we're moving, we're steady grinding, and I thank y'all. We thank you, we're coming back on. Let me let y'all know we're coming back on at 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to have B League Management out of West Virginia with his fighter, DMC Cannon, Damien. He is the brother of James Toney. I think James Toney is the 6-time world champion. We're going to have them all at one time. So we're doing 2 shows. We got you, then we got my man B Lee and Damien and Jamie Hill, the professional fighter. We're going to have them on this evening. And I want to thank y'all. Y'all come back and see us at 7 o'clock. And I thank you so much for coming on and talking with us about your music, about your
Yes, sir.
career, and your life, brother.
Hey D, make sure y'all go stream my single, my Southern Soul single, Cougar Candy. Now, if you don't
Okay.
know what song it is, it's gonna on the hook, the sample you're gonna hear. Can I call you Candy? Oh yeah, oh. Because every time you call, it's something nice and sweet. So y'all make sure y'all go stream that and put that out everywhere. Because hey,
Before I get out of here, the young lady said, Tanya McNeil says, "Can we get a sample?" And I think you just dropped it.
there you go. Tonight, I'ma have you begging me for more. Soon as we hit the room, baby, lock the door. I'm gonna be calling you crazy. You gonna be calling me baby. This how it's gonna be on the daily.
But I'm telling you, this cat right here, man, you got to come back. You got a hell of a voice. I wanted you to do a little bit, but I didn't know. I said, well, but she brought it out. She said, give me a little bit of that. And you did it, man. You did it. You got a hell of a voice, man. I'm telling you, brother. Awesome voice. We appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on. From me to you, man, and you, to your wife. We thank y'all.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, brother. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank y'all. Come back and join us 7:00 this evening. I'm gonna have my man. We got boxing at 7:00. We got 3 guests coming on. It's gonna be action packed. Thank y'all for coming on. Y'all have a good evening. From me and J York Productions and the D.HALL People Show, baby. Hey, it don't get no better. We'll see y'all next time around. Thanks a lot.
You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People Show.
Listen, y'all.
This is a J York production. You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People Show.
This is Travis Scott for 117.
You're listening to J York Productions.
What it do is the baby and we in the mix.
You got it locked with D.HALL on the weekend, baby. Ready? And initiate a J York production. J York production. J York production.
You are in the mix with D.HALL and the People Show. This is a J York production.
Facebook family.
Hey, I'm Ashley Braswell, a local comedian from Charlotte.
The announcer Walter Waite.